Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman out here at my shooting bench, but instead of doing some shooting, I thought I'd share some of my knife collection with you because last time I did this was back in the fall during Thanksgiving, and I had a lot of interesting comments about the Case Stockman knives that I collected, and I've got a few more here on the table. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about Stag handled knives. Now, for those of you that don't know, what exactly is a Stag handle knife? Well, the handle itself is made from the horns of a male deer. And here in the dictionary, this is a Standard Encyclopedia Dictionary. Stag is defined as the male of the red deer, the male of other large deer such as caribou, a swine castrated after maturity, a man who attends a social function unaccompanied by a woman. Well, that doesn't fit any of these that I've got here on the table, so we'll go with the first definition, the male of the red deer, or the second definition, the male of other large deer. And here on my phone I've got another definition. Mosquitoes out here bothering me. Stags are adult male deer, and the term deer refers to any creature within the Cervidae family. Bucks are any male deer and does are female deer. Okay? The term buck applies to youthful deer as well as older deer, but stag is more accurate when talking about fully grown, mature male deer. So, the antlers from any mature male deer are what we would use to make the handles for knives, such as this right here. That's a stag handled knife, okay? That's from the antler of a deer, particularly a red deer. Here I have another one. This is a Bowie style knife, German made with Solingen steel, some of the best steel ever used for knife making. And this is genuine red stag, okay? And here on the table I've got several examples of stag or deer antler. This here is from a roebuck in Europe. This is a trophy roebuck. It's a small species of deer, but that would be accurately described as a stag. You can see all the character in that rack there. That would be a great roe deer to take if you're a hunter in Europe or Asia. And then of course here we have whitetail deer. Here are some sheds that I found from whitetail deer. These would be considered stag because they're from a mature deer, just like the description said. And just recently I found this big rack from a stag whitetail, a male whitetail buck, more accurately known as the stag of that species. So we can say that any large deer, such as a whitetail, or even small deer, such as the roe deer, if it's a mature male, it would be considered a stag. So all of the handles on these knives are made from mature deer. And in most cases, if a knife has got stag handles on it, it's usually of very high quality, and they're usually higher priced than most other materials that they use to make the handles of these knives. Here I have a Case bulldog knife. Very large blade, but beautiful stag handle, as you can see. And this one here is, I think a 1974. Great hunting knife. And then I've got some other Case knives, such as this Stockman right here. I just recently got this one. This is a red letter blade, Case Stockman XX, stag handle. There you can see that pattern there. And we all know how good a quality these case knives are. Here I've got a small case Stockman. Incidentally, this is 1979, and this one here is a 1970. Stag handle, small Stockman. Beautiful little knives. Here I've got some German-made knives. This is a lock blade here. This one has the twins on it. This is a Henkel's. Beautiful lock blade knife with gorgeous stag handles. There you can see. I'll give you a close-up of all these as I lay them out on the table. We just had some rain, and boy, I tell you, the mosquitoes are just terrible out here. Well, folks, one thing to remember is that if you want a really good quality knife, something that'll last you for a lifetime, whether you're a craftsman, you might own a shop or something, or if you're an outdoorsman like myself, generally speaking, and in most cases, if the knife has a genuine stag handle, that is made from the horn or the antler of a mature deer, that it's a pretty safe bet that the steel is also going to be of really high quality. And as you can see, these knives get razor sharp. I mean, just effortless cutting. Just like I demonstrated in the first video when I featured this big Bowie knife. You know, they just cut like nobody's business. I mean, just cut right through. So stag handled knives are, in most cases, of the utmost of quality. Now, if you like to carry a pocket knife, I've got several here on the table that are stag handled. And once again, if they have genuine stag handles, make sure you don't get the imitation ones. They're going to be of utmost quality, the best quality. Here I've got one that's a Solingen Karl Schleifer German eye. Genuine stag handles. This one's a Stockman. And then here I've got one that's a hen and rooster. I think most of you are very familiar with the hen and rooster knives. This is a Whittler. Good looking little knife. Genuine stag handles, once again. And incidentally, most of the stag handles available commercially are either from red deer or from axis deer. And the axis deer come from Asia and India, you know, but the red deer are usually from Europe or Asia. But here in North America, we also have elk and, of course, whitetail and mule deer. And those are quite often used to make knife handles. Just to demonstrate the quality of the steel of these little pocket knives, like these German-made knives, I've got another piece of newspaper here. We'll give it a try. I think I sharpened this blade 20 years ago. I mean, and it still cuts like nobody's business. Just like, I mean, I'm not putting any pressure at all on that, folks. I'm just dragging it right through that newspaper. It's just wicked sharp. Good quality knives. And I'm telling you, you know, if you spend the money on these one time, they'll last you forever if you take good care of them. Initially, you'll pay more, but you'll get more knife for your money. Here I've got a Winchester. This is also a Whittler. And I haven't sharpened this knife in, I guess, since I first got it. There you can see Winchester etched on the blade. Good looking little knife. Really good. Very attractive knife. And I'm not sure if this one's been sharpened, but we'll give it a try here. Oh yeah. It could use a little bit of an edge. Like I say, most of these knives have got good quality steel in them. This is Winchester, made in USA. I don't know where they get their steel, but you can bet it's good stuff. Good high quality steel. I've never carried this knife. I just keep it in my collection. Let's see what it does now. Oh yeah. Just a few strokes of that steel and it's just wicked sharp. That's good steel, folks. And that's what I'm talking about. Now, years ago, many years ago, there used to be a company in New York, Walden, New York. It was called the New York Knife Company. And this is a newer version. I think these were made by Schrade, but it's still USA made. This is a genuine stag handle trapper. There you can see New York Knife Company right there on the tang of the blade. USA. Guarantee you that's a good knife. It's just as well made as any of the case knives that I've got here, or the German knives. I mean, just look at the construction of that. Everything's tight. Just, you can't beat it. You know, it locks up good. There's no wobble in the blade, none whatsoever on either blade. Got two blades on it. That's a trapper pattern. Great little knife. And here's another trapper. This one's got the kissing cranes on the side. Another good high quality knife. Genuine stag handles. I'm not even sure if this knife is sharp. But another one of those knives that if you want a good one, it's something that'll last you for a lifetime, you know. Something that you want to keep in your pocket. You never know when you're going to need a pocket knife. Yep, razor sharp once again. That just proves my point. So anyway, folks, I'm going to cut the video short, but before I do, let me show you this knife here. This is one that I made out of a white-tailed deer antler, and the blade is Damascus steel blade. Now, I've used this knife a few times. It's kind of gotten dull. Good quality steel, probably not as good as some of the knives I've got here on the table, but I just thought I would undertake a little project and make a good looking knife, you know, good looking hunting knife. This is bigger than I would normally carry in the woods, but it's a good camping and good outdoor survival knife. I made that handle out of a whitetail shed, out of the base of the antler. And I thought it turned out pretty good. Fits your hand really well, you know, as you can see. So, knives are tools, you know, and they're supposed to fit your hand well. And that's the purpose that they serve, as long as they can hold a good edge. So anyway, folks, I think I'll go ahead and close out this video. And thank you for coming along. I do appreciate it. I'll give you some close-up photos of these knives when the video's over. And remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, whatever your outdoor pursuit might happen to be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. But also remember, hit the like button, smash the bell icon, and subscribe. That way you'll know when more videos like this one will be coming your way. So until next time, you all take care of yourselves, get out there and enjoy the great outdoors, and God bless you. I'll see you next time.